What is up, guys? It's Game Boy B. I'm back. It took a long hiatus from playing a bunch of stuff, but wanted to go over last night in the Nintendo Switch reveal. What'd you guys think? Enough games? What'd you think of the price? Specs, battery life. We'll go over a couple of things with everybody. So hang tight and enjoy the show. So the first thing is it went over specs. Well, not really specs, but it went over price. It was $300, and I mean, my biggest thing with $300 with Nintendo is if you're gonna have $300, at least have it relatively the same price as an Xbox One or PS4, with Scorpio coming out at the end of this year and the Pro already out, and the dropping the price, or soon will be dropping the prices on the other current gen systems. What do you bring into the forefront? What are you bringing in? If it's $300, I would have said, which I think they still might down the road, put in 1-2 Switch or something like that, because I think with that price, it needs to have something included besides the controller, which I was calling out during the show with some of the guys that I have on a blog, that if they don't include that controller, the grip, then I would have went bonkers. I would have been like, there's no way in hell that I'm going to pay $300 and just get the the charging dock and the tablet that comes with it, and then that's it. And like, there needs to be some value in it, because it's an underpowered system to current gen systems. And then, I was listening to a couple different, things on YouTube and whatnot, and I agree with, I don't feel like, do we know? I mean, they went over some launch stuff for me watching, but in a direct, or in a conference, which I'm glad they did a conference over direct, by the way, but you should state, what is your launch lineup? That's pretty imperative. What's coming out in the launch window, which, if some of you guys don't know what a launch window is, the day your system launch, which is March 3rd, anything that comes out within the first 30 to 60 days is a launch window. And the only thing we know that's coming out is Mario Kart 8, Deluxe Edition. And then Splatoon 2, which is out of the launch window, and it's coming out in June time around E3, which is like, what's coming out in between that? What's coming out every month? What's coming out after June too? It's like, yeah, they said Super Mario Odyssey comes out in the fall. Well, what comes out after Splatoon 2, which is just another Splatoon game? It's great. I haven't played my Splatoon yet. I've played a lot of games with Nintendo, but I haven't played that one yet, and it seems like here's the next Splatoon. Like, it's cool. It's great, but I want to see something that's developed truly for the system, or know hey, this is what we got, these teams working on this, and this. Like, that makes a lot of sense after listening to that, and they didn't. And then I think in the conference itself, or the talking about the smart the Switch, it wasn't even planned. The interpreters, if you guys watched it, it was hokey and it wasn't clean. It wasn't smooth like it should be. When like Soda51, Grasshopper, the co-founder of that studio, who I really respect and like, I like No More Heroes 1 and 2 and some of his other titles, but that was not smooth at all. And so it seemed to me that they were missing an identity. And I'll agree too that why were they playing around with launch day on Zelda? I almost thought in my mind, like, they're pushing it. It's not going to be a launch title or something, and I was glad to see that, because that is the whole reason in itself to get a Switch at this point in time. Because, I mean, if you guys saw the accessories too, if you not know that the small little, the Force grips, those alone are $50. Get a package for $80. That's very expensive for a small little controller to me. I mean, I have a problem with even getting a PS4 or Xbox One controller half the time. I got the money, but I just don't like spending $50, $60 on their controller when they should be priced at $30 to $40, if that. And only time on winter sales and Black Fridays do they ever take it down to like, $50, 45, which is what it should be normally. And then it was crazy. The Pro controller was stated to be $75, $80. I mean, some said $70, and it's like, that's absolutely insane. I never bought a Pro controller for the Wii or the Wii U, so that's just ridiculous in itself. So the time you get two two force controllers and get a pro controller, you're spending 100 and what, 140, $150 is on accessories. That's absurd. I mean, what is that, how they're making their money versus just selling the hardware and maybe some software? So I feel like going over the games, I feel like ARM seems really cool. It seems like a next gen type of Power Stone. If you guys remember that from the Dreamcast days, and maybe some Punch Out, something different, something kind of cool. I'm interested in. I wouldn't spend full price on it. Seems like something that could wait to get discounted. I think No More Heroes is awesome. I love the first two. It's one of my obviously favorites for the Wii, easily. Great games. Obviously the controls will be better, and obviously the graphics will look a lot smoother, especially for cell shaded, for being as rough as they were in the first two games. And then what else do we got? Obviously, I think Mario Odyssey. I didn't spend any time on that Super Mario Odyssey. That looks really cool. I feel like it was a little weird being in a metropolitan area with real people. But when I went outside of that, that was the part that really made the game shine. I think the hack mechanic is really kind of cool because it's always been there as well. And obviously, Breath of the Wild stole the show. Was it because there wasn't a lot else to see there? I mean, they had a video lineup with some other stuff, but a lot of it's just ports. I will say that one of the ports, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, is really cool because that's one, if not the best Mario Kart. Added a lot of new characters, a couple new tracks as well, and that's great. And all the DLC is included, which is obviously a gimme with Game of the Year packages. But I really thought that adding the characters, probably maybe a graphics upgrade with all the content. Maybe they'll add more content. And I'm really hoping that they announce a Smash release with even more characters and continue bringing those out in DLCs bundles. But going back to Breath of the Wild, Zelda, and Mario, Super Mario, great games. I'm glad that they're bringing them out, bringing their guns loaded. Here's to say that hopefully they'll announce an F-Zero, and at some point, it's not a huge seller, but it's great for the hardcore fans. And then I have to say that I'm hoping that they do something with Metroid. I know that the producer of, I think, the trilogy, or maybe the first one, Metroid Prime, had came out and said that he had something that he would like to do one. Maybe, Retro hasn't came out with anything since Tropical Freeze, which 2012, February, was it? 2013. Though 3 years coming along, maybe 4 years next year. That's time when something's already in the oven, ready to be coming out. So I would expect hopefully big things at their E3 Direct. I would expect it to be the end of the show. Hey, we got one last thing to show you. Hopefully it's that game. I know Metroid hasn't been the biggest seller, but I definitely know it strikes an itch with the hardcore fans, and it's something that resonates, saying, hey, this is why we need to buy a Switch, which I feel like right now that their message is needing to be that. What's their plan for the games for the next 8 to 12 months, 18 months probably, and here's what we're going to bring out. Boom, 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 and that's what I was hoping for. I think it was a solid, conference overall, but we'll see over time. I have a problem also with third-party support. Not a lot there besides having a couple of games that obviously should be on there, FIFA and NBA. Yeah, sure. I'm not going to buy those games on those systems. If I was going to buy those games, I'm going to buy them on something that has more power and it's going to actually run better versus something that's going to be downgraded, something that isn't what it's supposed to be for the true developer's dream when he was making that. So those don't work for me. I need to see what the first party's doing, and I need to see some things that are only meant to be on the system. I think Breath of the Wild will do that, of course, but we'll see what's coming out and we'll see what is being made. So tell me what you guys think, and stay tuned. Now, I did want to ask you guys, I had a game here, so let's walk over here to my collection, and I'll just pick the first one I got here. If you guys can name the back of this game right here and let me know what it is in the comment section. And yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'll be posting a review on The Last Guardian as well. I'm gonna start doing some more reviews. I'm gonna start kickstarting some things up here. So stay tuned. This is Game Boy B. Have a good night, guys. Stay safe.